All right, let's try this out in one shot. I got a 2008 Lincoln MK, whatever the, what is this thing? It's an MKZ. Is it an, yes, MKZ, sorry. Okay, it was at a body shop, it got hit, hence the noses apart. They put a fuse box in it because it got smashed, a used one. The car's a no crank, no start with a security light on. I'll save you the boring time of scanning it, but it comes up with a 1260, which is an immobilizer code, which usually means parameter reset needs to be done. That's the shorter of a 1260. It also had another code. Gosh, I can't remember what it is right now. It's kind of irrelevant because I'm going to blow past it. But it was something about the PCM immobilizer, and the PCM wasn't learned. Kind of along the same lines as the 1260. So I attempted to do a parameter reset. It says complete. I still have the same issue. I still get the same codes. I actually go and attempt to do a PCM update, refresh, which fails. And it seemed to fail when it said turn the key off. And it kept telling me turn the key off and then it would fail. But let me give you another. There's also no door handles. Fun stuff. Something that kind of tripped me up right away was when I took the key out. Keys out. Keys out. Ding, ding, ding. Like the keys in the ignition. So I thought that was kind of odd. Put it back in. Put it back on. You can see my key light's flashing. I turn the key. I have nothing. So we turn it back off. Diagram says, I decide, let me go to the cluster and check. Let's start checking powers and grounds. Actually, let me just start checking powers. Maybe I'm missing something. So I come over to cluster right here. This is my constant power. This should be power and run accessory, run start. That is my fuse box inside the car. All my fuses are good. I get a little bit in a rabbit hole. I says, just out of curiosity, that dinging, that key in cylinder kind of had me puzzled. I go back to, real quick, I go back to this. I link back. Good thing about Ford OE diagrams, it'll link you right back to the next diagram, which is the right here. There's my W. That's what feeds that box. Right, there's my fuse 23. That feeds the cluster. It also feeds, look, I'm doing this like it's a touchscreen. Wiper, blower motor. I checked that fuse with the power off, with the key off, I should say, and this still has power. Just 23. The other two, let me go back here a second, which is funny because we usually don't, I mean, it's a good rabbit hole that we get caught in, right? Well, if this is always power and this is power with key on, well, I'll just put the key on and check all three, right? And all three are good. Sometimes, and this might be the first time I ran into this, I decided to check it with key off. That fuse has power all the time. So what was happening when I did the parameter reset, it never saw me cycle the key. And when I tried the PCM programming, it wouldn't complete because it never saw me, so again, never saw me cycle the key. So it kept failing, which is also why my key in cylinder is always buzzing. So I'm gonna go back to this again because now I want to see where that comes from, right? So I go back here, and so there's my fuse. I know I went a little out of order here. Comes back out of the smart junction box, which is under the dash. It goes right here. Let's go back to 13.1. Where does that go? Well, that goes right there. There's my W. Ignition switch. Simply turn the ignition switch, it has power. Normally I'd say, well, I gotta start taking the ignition switch apart, but something told me we have an issue. And they also gave me a clue. They said that the guy at the body shop wrapped this piece of tape around here because he wasn't sure if he got this piece of tape He wasn't sure if he got this wire in the right location. Ford's nice enough to not give us plugs under here. They all just plug right in to the fuse box instead of having plugs that disconnect, because because Ford. So I start saying, well, I know if I go back, hold the camera at the right spot. If I go back, here we go. I got 3 brown and yellow wires going into this box, and I believe this is one of them, and I believe this is the other 2 right here, which feed these couple of relays, run park relay, blow motor relay, wiper park relay. So I go to a diagram to look where these are, and my run, I find one's over here, I think one's over here. Now, just out of curiosity, I'm going to leave this here for a second. This is an 08 Lincoln MKZ. This is the battery junction box. For those that want to figure out what's wrong, it's in this picture. If you want, pause it. Go look it up. Pull up a diagram. Tell me what the problem is with this car. It's right here. I promise you, it's right here. Look up a diagram. I'll do you one better. I'm curious, my thought was, I wonder if I have a back feed from one of these, back feeding that fuse, that it's not feeding this way, that maybe it's back feeding this way, and in turn, keeping my cluster alive. So, I was gonna say, well, simple enough, I'll just clip the brown and yellow wires, pull the power off the box. I don't need my wiper park relay or nothing. I'll just clip them. But I said, you know what, let's do this another way before we clip. Let me locate, make sure these pins are in the right position. So if you guys want a what would you do scenario, those are my 3 relays: the blower motor, run park relay, and wiper park relay. Pull up a diagram, find them, tell me what's wrong with this car, and then come back in a second. If you felt like having fun and you did it, you would know these are all fuses, these are relays, these are more fuses, and these 4 are relays, not fuses. Somebody stuck fuses. There's supposed to be three relays here, not 6 fuses. So 1, 2, and if you listen, you'll hear stuff start shutting off that's not supposed to be on. Ugh. Yes, I already proved this out. I stuck the fuses back in just for the sake of the video because I thought it was kind of cool. I'm going to drop that all over the place. Come on. Like that. Leave this up here. Hopefully we don't drop it. Yes, and the battery was stone cold dead. Now we come back. We open the door. We shut the key off. And we no longer have key and cylinder buzzer. Key in. Key on, security light goes on. Whoop, come on, security light goes out. Car starts and runs. And that was my fun find of the day. So far, it's early yet. But thought I owed you guys a video. It's been a while, and there it is. Fun stuff from the body shops. And that's it. Moral of the story. I don't know, pay attention to diagrams, don't be quick to I'll tell you what, I was quickly thinking this thing had a bad ignition switch. But that didn't make sense because the car was originally running before the accident. The only thing they touched was that fuse box. So I kind of stopped and said, let me go back over it. So that was the moral. Don't be too quick. I was on the right track. I knew we had we were powering up a circuit that shouldn't be powered up. I needed to go one step further and prove it, and I did, and that's it. See you on the next one, guys. Hope everybody's well. Bye.